right. So we're here on a Zoom call waiting for the person to show up. But so while I was waiting, been waiting like an hour, I found out that Doug Knott, the poet, had died. James Douglas Knott was born in Richmond, Virginia. He was his family was a succession of Southern lawyers and judges. He was born in December 18th, 1943. He attended both Harvard and Yale, graduated in 66, and he graduated from Harvard Law School in 71. He marched in Selma. Doug took a year off to hitchhike. During the middle of law school, he received the Rotary Scholarship to study in Rio de Janeiro, where he became fluent in Portuguese. Back in the States, he made a pilgrimage to Woodstock, and he knew Ram Dass, lived as a hippie, and he hung out in Berkeley in 72. And be, began practicing law as a New Age lawyer at a storefront in Berkeley and later Marin. He started playing rock and roll, but didn't have the chops. And then he kind of migrated. That's when I met him, like in the '80s, when he started reading with. And then he was on the board of trustees. He was in, the Karma Bombs, and there was another group of poets. And he used to read the Lost Tribe, they called it. And there's a reading here, let's see, at West Espresso Gallery. Well, a lot of galleries used to have readings, and he read at the LHASA Club with Bob Flanagan, La Loca, the Lost Tribe, Wanda Coleman, Dave Albin. So that's where he used to read. So let me read a couple of Doug Knott's poems. He was a good friend of mine. I think I have pictures of him and stuff. I'm gonna post them if I could find it. Let's see. And here's some of his poems. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's a super long one. One people will only read one. Okay, so how about eat my words? I am a speck of living gland with a very short attention span. My thoughts fly off into the void like a spaceman's breath. My face repurposed as a tiny moon or a small spaceship, full personal expression at last, just from very far away. Words appear first in the single file, then crowd the page, start to shout. I lose track of their individual faces. They press up against me like I was the Pope in a Pope mobile. They need me, but it's transactional. All day long, people pop up like billboards on Zoom. Thank God for them. Otherwise, I'd be a lonely planet. I read their messages and advertisements, subtle, overt, unconscious, sometimes a filmy look, or particularly if on Zoom, but without coming to any conclusions. Although I would like to deny the past or any confrontation, I should embrace the sweetness of the past, even if it never was. It's ketchup on ghost burgers of memory. Small questions spill like a bag of fries. Reality, is it show or tell? Is theology really comedy? Who helps? Who control who? After dinner, I wash familiar dishes, like a cat cleaning its paws. I eat meat too, but I never kill it unless my car did it for me. Poetry is so cruel. So he's kind of like he's a little bit like Bukowski. And this is kind of later poem he wrote, like towards the end here. And he's a little bit like Jack Skelly and Bob Flanagan, Venice Bugs. Devil may care. Dark thoughts are not the wrong thoughts. They're migrant shadows. There's nothing to laugh at here in the Ho Ho Hills because one self is a big laugh held back till the author gets out of range through time, distance, death, or no media presence. Nervous or perverse, pushing emotional commotion. Satan turns out to be a comedian. Always, they always have like a punchline or something. Let's see if there's anything good that we could find really quick. So yeah, I did some readings with him, Doug Knott, S.A. Griffin. Yeah, most of the comic ones are dead. I don't know if Mike Mullet's still around, but Scott Weinberg died a few years ago. I don't know who else. I don't know if Raphael. He's kind of like the young. I think he might be even younger than me. Well, that's it. Let's keep it short for Doug. Resting out in this spirit. Read Doug Knott. He has some. You can find him online. He has some books out. Check it out. Okay. We'll do. We should have done a live thing, but I had the Zoom thing. We'll just do the short one. Okay.